Hello, ChatGPT. Good evening. Let's start with today's conversation with me about ordinary daily routine or something like that without academic topic.
All right, Moongyu, let's set the stage your daily routine as a tiny play unfolding. Act 1, the alarm clock sounds its mighty trumpet or maybe a mischievous jingle. Act 2, you're orchestrating the ballet of toothbrush, coffee cup, and elusive sock. Act 3, you're a wandering philosopher on the bus, pondering whether dinner will be a gourmet masterpiece or an impromptu pantry expedition. Even the ordinary is a canvas, and today's masterpiece is just beginning.
Yeah, I know, but your explanation and your expression is really hard to for me to understand, fully understand, because you are relying too much on analogy or metaphor. So could you please explain a little bit more directly?
Absolutely. Let's keep it plain and simple. Your daily routine is basically the set of things you do each day. You wake up, brush your teeth, have breakfast, go to work or school, take breaks, come home, relax, have dinner, and then wind down for sleep. Nothing fancy, just the pattern of steps you go through on a typical day.
Yes, there's nothing fancy. So, every day is all the same. Pretty much all the same because now, as the summative assessment gets closer and summative courseworks are facing into my face, so it's really hard to put up with my course materials every day because I have um, my own daily routine that is
I
you
see what
know
you mean.
write 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 down
Got it.
200,
So,
200 length words in you know every other day, especially on Monday and Wednesday and Friday. I always kept
so
writing the academic, writing the paper. One paper, its length is 2 or 300 lengths. So yeah, that is just in case IELTS. So yeah, that
that's a
is.
solid plan. Those chunks of writing will add up nicely, and your routine, though repetitive, sounds like it's getting you prepared. Just remember to sprinkle in some small joys, even if it's just celebrating with your favorite snap after those 300 words.
Yes, thank you for really relevant and useful advice, but I don't have, I can't afford the time to hesitate or be reluctant to um, keep keep moving forward because yeah, as I told you, as I mentioned earlier several times, I don't have enough chances or enough time to push back because my summative assessment period is coming. It remains just around, on about 2 months, so it's really close. So I have to maximize my English ability every single day as much as possible. So so I always try to keep up with the pace of the lecture. The class during the day, and then I always go over what I've learned in that day or the day before because yeah, if unless I do that, my knowledge can go to waste. So I always put my thoughts into yeah I always try to put my thoughts into words by recording conversation with ChatGPT you. So um, yeah, it is really good, and I can feel the effects of the conversation. Simple, really short conversation is around 10 minutes, but it's really useful and helpful. So, and as I mentioned, as we talked about, I always make, I always write down the 200 or 300 academic paper in every other day. So after that, I extract several, 5 or 6 phrase to memorize as chunk. So yeah, I can see how much I enhance and how much that matters and how much consistency matters to me. So I think it's really um, hopeful.
It sounds like you've got a well oiled machine of consistency there. Even though it's intense, you're building both skill and confidence. Just keep carving out those little milestones, one paragraph, one chunk, one conversation. That steady rhythm of yours will pay off when the summative spotlight hits.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. You know, so I came to be confident to speaking or writing in English, but on the other hand, my reading skills or my listening skills are, um, I mean, that they remain stable because I don't have any chances because I got just 24 hours um,
It's complete.
in the same way with ordinary people. So it's really intense for me to find balance between 4 fields: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So yeah, that is nowadays. That is my today's anxiety and concerns.
Balance is definitely a tricky dance, but you're already aware of it, which is half the battle. Maybe just sprinkle in some small reading or listening moments, like a short article or a podcast. Even tiny doses will add up. And remember, being aware means you're already on track to improve. You've got this.
Yeah, yeah, I know, and I don't want to set a bad precedent by giving up in the middle. Yeah, giving up is off the table. Yeah, that is not an option for me now. So um, I just keep squeezing myself and keep moving forward. Yeah, sometimes something gets in my way because um, sometimes I tend
And
I tend to um, clear up something. I tend to clear up some confusion or something vague, even if it doesn't matter that much. So yeah, sometimes yeah, you know what I mean. So sometimes that gets in my way. So yeah, I need to be a little bit more careful not to get immersed too deeply.
it's a delicate balance for sure. But the fact that you're aware of it means you can steer your focus when needed. Keep a light touch on what doesn't matter and let that energy flow into the essentials. You've got the compass, just navigate steadily.